It has come to our attention that a mysterious force is loose somewhere in outer space.
The mysteries of creation are there.
So I did this contouring and highlight video that was requested by some of you guys, using all creams. I did use powders at the end, which you'll see where I look so contoured. Normally I don't do this, not on a normal basis. Something like this, as dramatic as it is better if you're going to be exposed to videos. Any camera work, exposed to heavy lighting, so photography. So just explain to your clients, you know, you have to go a little heavier if they're going to be exposed to photos, because photos tend to wash you out completely and you won't see the makeup look. At least this, you can see everything, it's defined, and it'll look beautiful for pictures. I would not suggest this for every day. It is very dramatic. Dare I say it? You'll look like a MAC girl. I get a lot of clients that say, I don't want to look like a MAC girl. I don't want to look like I have too much makeup. This is that look. So if you don't like that, don't do it. Just, you can skip the entire other half of this video and just do it with the creams, and it will be wearable. You just set it with a powder, add some blush and your lip color, and you're good to go. But if you, those of you that do want to learn how to do this, what I have on, then you're gonna watch the video. I hope you guys like it. I'll see you next time.
Okay, so first and foremost, you always want to moisturize your face as well as eye cream under your eyes. The reason you want to do that is, especially with creams, creams will show you where you're dry, where you're flaky, if you're oily, everything like that. At least this will hydrate the skin and get it ready for your base of the products. After, you're going to want to also use a face primer. Since I'm dry, I'm using the Smashbox hydrating primer, and put that all over the face, as you see here. And that's going to set you up for your product. I'm going to use Makeupforever Makeupforever Concealer Palette in the lightest shade, and you're going to put it in the back of your hand and warm it up with your finger. The reason you want to warm it up is because it makes the cream more blendable and easier to apply. As you see, it's just gliding on the face. Otherwise, you'll have that weird tug. Okay, so we're going to take it and we're going to do the V of Light that I had showed you in one of my other videos. And it's just going to bring the highlight to the front of the face, so that Kim K highlight. And I'm just giving me a sharp edge to my eyeshadow look. So I look kind of crazy, that's why I looked at the camera. So you want to do that on both sides. And blend it up. Don't worry about blending and if it's put down perfect right now, because it doesn't need to be. You're going to blend that later. You just want to have the placement down pat. You're also going to bring a slight bit in the middle bridge of your nose, and that's what's going to bring that nice slimming effect. And then you can do like a little tree or a little circular, I like to call the half moon, above the face, and that's also going to bring the light there. Cupid's bow and a little circle around the chin area like that. Look crazy. Now we're going to go in with a cream contour color. You want it to be a 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. Same thing with the concealer, 1 to 2 shades lighter, which I did. So we're going to take this and you're going to look for your cheekbones. You're going to press, and where your cheekbone ends is where you want that placement. You also want to bring it at the sides of your bridge of your nose. And that brush was a little not working for me, so I actually went with this smaller one. So you're just outlining from your brow all the way down. So it's going to give you a nice slimming effect. I look like I should be singing a tribal song or something. This never looks cute, and honestly this does take a lot of time. You're going to take this, if you're like me and you have a round shaped face, you're going to pretty much chisel out your whole face. So you're going to follow the base shape, and you're also going to bring it down and underneath the chin. It's going to give you more of a slimming effect. So now I look a little skinnier. I have a big forehead, so you want to put some there. Don't forget about your temples as well. That's where you want it to slim. You want it to give you the idea of the perfect oval face. Going back in with that concealer, I'm actually going to put it in between those two contour colors, and the reason you want to do that is because it's going to give you a nice chiseled look. It's going to actually give it more definition. And then I'm putting some here. I'm putting some where my lip was, and that's just for any fine lines or anything like that. Now what you're going to want to do is take your foundation color, your actual foundation color, and anywhere that there's peaking skin, you're going to place your foundation. And that's what you're going to blend with later, all those colors together so it looks natural. You don't have to do this, you can skip it, but I feel it looks better. If not, it looks like you just have a lot of white on your face and brown, and it just, I don't know, I think this just blends it nice. Now you're going to take a water bottle, a spray water bottle, and you're going to spray it all over the face. The reason you want to do that is because it softens out the concealers. Concealers, once they haven't been touched, they tend to set. This will break it up and make it easier. Now taking a flat kabuki brush, you're going to blend all the colors together. Yes, it looks like I'm white on camera. I do realize that, but if you look, the sun is hitting me directly in my face, so it looks a little funny. But I promise you in a second you'll see that it looks a little bit more natural. Yep, I look like a owl. But just make sure there's nothing on this brush. You just want it to just blend everything that you've used. Now, same thing with the nose area, but you're going to see in a second I'm going to use my fingers, and the reason I use my fingers is because it blends it better, especially in that area. I don't have a brush that quite fits, and there's nothing better than your fingers. Honestly, your fingers are your best tools. Okay, now I have a concealer brush that's my favorite to apply concealer with. So as you see, there's some concealer left over. I'm just, with no product added, I'm just simply blending it into the skin. So as you see now, it looks a little more natural. You can see a natural contour, and it actually looks like my skin tone with a little bit of brightening in the center. That Kim K look. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You can leave it alone here and then just put your skin tone powder to set it, and it'll look very natural, the contour and everything like that. But the next step is up to you, and it's optional. You can go ahead and really contour your face with powders. Okay, and just make sure you bring that down all the way to your neck because you don't want no funky brown lines anywhere. I'm checking on my daughter because she just woke up from her nap, so you'll probably see her peeking through soon. Okay, I just want a little bit more with that brown color for contour, just because I felt like it disappeared. When really it didn't. Now looking at it, it didn't. It's just that I had such a bright sunlight on my face, so everything looked a little washed out. Now you're going to take a contour highlight powder, and you're actually going to press it into the highlighted areas that you used earlier for concealer. And it's just going to give you a nice brightening effect. Ooh, that sunlight is kind of bright. Sorry guys. So I'm just pressing it into the skin in a patting motion, as you see, which is really going to pack on the product. Now I'm going to take that contour palette color, which is, again, this is about 3 shades darker than my skin. You're going to take your knuckle and put it at the edge of your ear and point down, and that should be where you should feel your cheekbone. And this should work for everyone, unless you have abnormally large fingers and a small face, then it wouldn't. But normally your hands and your face kind of work together, so that's a quick trick. Okay, and I'm taking a more slanted brush. For me, this is perfect for contour. This is from Bdellium Tools, part of their bamboo collection. My favorite brush at the moment. So now what you're just doing is you're going over the areas that you had placed that brown and just blending with the powder so that it looks like you have a nice summer glow. And as you see, it's starting to chisel out my face a little more. You're gonna see me use a brush to contour my nose. I didn't realize how contoured it looked already. You can honestly skip this unless you want more of a contour for it to look even more slim. But I show you anyways so that you know how you would do it. And for this, after I use a finger, you can use a clean brush and blend it out. But again, my fingers are my favorite for small areas. I look like a bird. So as you can see, contouring something like this takes time. It is not 2 seconds. Literally, this takes you about a half an hour just doing this, or maybe 20 to half an hour. So expect to lose that much time if you want this kind of look. I'm just going to go back over with my foundation brush, nothing on it, just to really blend it out. Now taking Korres Philia Rose Cream Blush, my absolute favorite blush. It is the most natural and it looks the best on mature skin clients as well. So again, as you saw in the video earlier, the previous video, I showed you how to apply blush. So just following that steps and blending it into the contour. Even though this is a cream blush, it's the same concept. Just builds up to what color, the color you like, that looks the most suited and fitting for you. Such a pretty color. It's just like the perfect rose color. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Coverfx powder in my skin tone color, and I'm actually going to set everything. The reason you want to set everything, especially with the cream blush, is it makes you have the illusion that you're blushing from within your skin. So it looks the most natural in terms of blush. It doesn't sit on the skin. It looks as if you went running and you got a little flushed and you came back. So it looks very natural. Don't mind me. I really had bad allergies today, so my voice is a little off, and in the video you can tell I'm like sniffling. Now taking the Balm Mary-lou Manizer highlight and just doing in a circular motion, you're going to highlight the highest peaks of the face, bridge of the nose, center, Cupid's bow, and I like to just outline my lip because it makes you look more prominent now. You could have also took some of that bronzer and put it underneath the lip where that crevice is at. It also makes the bottom lip look big, but you don't have to. Now with this setting spray and you're done. Just do your lips and that's it.